6 months after the death of George Floyd, people continue to visit the memorial at 38th in Chicago. The streets have been blocked off since May, and that's become a concern for some people living in the neighborhood. New at 6, Jon Lauritsen spoke with a homeowner about why he wants to see the street reopened.
I don't feel like this area is safe. I want to go outside and be like, man, I feel safe today.
The man's voice you are hearing is a homeowner who lives near the George Floyd Memorial.
I don't like going out to see, the F-word spray painted on the ground and the concrete all over the place.
Concerned about his own safety, he asked not to be identified, but he still wants to be heard.
But if you're not going to allow police to come in here, at least be against the people who are openly harming other people.
For months, he says he's watched a variety of crimes committed outside his front door, from carjackings to burglaries, and he believes criminals feel like they're untouchable here.
They're trying to say, like, oh, maybe they're crimes of desperation. Yeah, what about the victims,
A major concern for some people living on the block is medical emergencies. How can first responders safely get to someone who needs help? Neighbors tell us they've seen cases where people will throw things at officers who are escorting paramedics to a call.
And the concern isn't like, oh, I hope that person's okay. I'm hearing people saying, like, why'd they let that police officer in? That's like their main concern. I feel like that's backwards.
He believes the majority of people in the neighborhood would like to see a permanent memorial for George Floyd, but would also like to see the streets reopened.
Because most people, they're kind of just like, hey, we're in support of George Floyd, but we want our space back.
In Minneapolis, Jon Lauritsen, WCCO 4 News.
City and police leaders say they don't consider the area autonomous and that officers can respond to calls there. There's no word yet on when the barricades will be removed. The city does have plans to create a permanent George Floyd memorial at 38th in Chicago.